Good evening and welcome.
Hello everyone.
This is Bex and Sean. We are live tonight on Spreaker talking about what happened when we went to Mill Street Barracks on Saturday night and joined North Notts Ghost Hunts on their adventure to seek out the paranormal. And boy, was it an adventure. We arrived quite early, about 8:30.
Yep.
Mill Street Barracks, we've been before, as we talked about on the last broadcast. And so we knew what to expect, and the place has changed though.
Yeah, very much so. We went in and we were very surprised with how it looked. We must say as well, we're sorry we didn't do a podcast or go live on the night. It was so cold we couldn't take our hands out of our pockets. No, I'm only messing. We were just, it was so cold and there was so much going on. We physically couldn't do a podcast for you guys, so we apologise for that.
But we arrived, a little bit of parts of the place have been done up since we last went. There's bedrooms now for the people to stay there, and nothing's changed downstairs. If you've ever been to Mill Street, there's a big basement downstairs, and it's like a mini labyrinth, and there's a morgue down there, and there's a big hall as well, and in the hall there's an upstairs area which is classrooms. Nothing's changed there, but what the small changes that they have done seem to have stirred the spiritual activity up, doesn't it?
It does, yeah, it has.
What we witnessed when we were there, especially in the bedroom areas, was the K2 meter was flashing. It was flashing a lot, wasn't it?
Well, what was bizarre was when we held our K2 meter, it flashed. And then there was 2 other K2 meters in the room, other people's, and their K2 meter didn't go off. So I then scanned the walls and the floor and the ceiling, as you do with this K2. It didn't go off, but when we held it, it went off. We have no phones on us, blah, blah, blah. And then when the other people give us their K2, it went off. But then their K2 didn't. Like our K2 in their hands didn't go off. So it was really bizarre. Did the spirit remember us from last time when we went, or did it take a shine to us? We don't know. And
the weirder thing as well with that was they actually put their meters next to our meter.
Yeah, and it didn't affect their meter. They scanned us, and it didn't affect their meters.
So it was an interesting experience. And then we head back out into the main hall. Mm-hmm. And there was a group doing some investigation upstairs in an area which for the classrooms, and we asked to join. And they said to us, watch out for the dog. As long as you don't mind dogs, you'll be all right.
We thought it was a living dog. We were, fine, it's fine. We love dogs. We've got dogs. We went upstairs. Where's this dog? Oh, it's a spirit dog.
So we were pleasantly surprised to hear we just encountered a spirit dog, which I think we were talking about the other night. Spirit pets.
We were.
And lo and behold, we walked into a situation where there was a spirit dog.
Yeah.
It's a pretty weird. Then we ventured down to the basement, and for a while we investigated that place on our own.
And it was good because we went into the furthest room, and we were standing there calling out, and both myself and Sean saw this 2 little long white lights on going across the wall. And we tried everything to figure out what it was. We went outside with torches, everything. We just couldn't figure what it was out at all. So
it looked like 2 neon lights, didn't it?
Was it a spirit? We don't know.
And
it seemed like.
But it wasn't against the wall, so it wasn't touching brick. It was floating.
Yeah.
And we both saw it with our own eyes. We tried to recreate it.
Yeah.
By using a torch outside, like Beck said. Then nothing. And we moved into another part of the cellar, and there was a glass on a table as a trigger object, I believe. It hadn't moved when we went in.
No.
And then Beck said she could feel somebody staring in front of her face.
Yeah, I could. I really could.
And that, that you could feel the eeriness of some presence there. So it was an interesting investigation. Like we said earlier, we've been there before. We've experienced multiple paranormal things that happened there. And we also got some cake.
Yes, yeah. Ghostbusters cake.
Ghostbusters cake and sandwiches. And there was sausage rolls, biscuits. So we were well fed and we were well looked after by North Notts Ghost Hunts for the evening.
We were indeed.
But like Beck said as well before, it was freezing.
Yeah, it was really cold.
It was really cold, and we got in the car to defrost on the way back, and we was up to early hours of the morning talking about what happened.
Yes, we were.
And then tonight, we decided randomly to get in the car and set off and have a look around Liverpool.
Yep.
For some haunted locations, some outdoor ones. I know it's freezing cold and it's probably snowing where you are, but we wanted to check some places out.
We are dedicated to doing this, to getting some shows that have never been seen before out to you guys so you can enjoy them as much as us.
And we ventured to one place in Liverpool which seems to be like a park area. You have to walk up a load of stairs. And when we got there, we could feel
a real dark, sinister presence, and I instantly said to Sean, let's get back in the car, this is not good.
Well, before we did that, we heard a voice, didn't we? Like a scream, and we thought, is that somebody real or is that fake?
Yeah, we did. So we got back in the car.
We did, and we got out of there as fast as we could and tried to find somewhere else. And in Liverpool, there's multiple tunnels all over the place, hidden tunnels. So we had a bit of a drive round and a search for some of these hidden tunnels. We didn't find any, and that's I suppose it's because they're hidden. We didn't find any. And then we walked into the centre of Liverpool and ended up at St George's Hall.
Yes, we did indeed.
And bizarrely, it was open. So we went inside. And we had a walk around to see if we could feel any spiritual activity in there. We've been there before, and it was highly active. It was used as a courtroom. It's had multiple uses. It's got 2 courtrooms in there, hasn't it? And a theatre inside of it. And when we were in there, we called out and we asked for somebody to make a noise. And we were in the big hall. There's a big hall inside there. And we heard something laughing at us at the back.
It was like a man's evil sort of laugh, and it echoed round this massive hall. Yeah, I wanted to leave.
But I said to Bex, we can't leave before we have to go downstairs and check the catacombs out.
Yes.
And the catacombs are believed to be the most haunted part of St George's Hall. And these catacombs are big. They're that big that if you went on your own, you'd probably get lost in there. And we went in there, and we've been in there before, and so we knew what to expect, and it didn't disappoint. There was a lot of knocking happening in there this evening. Don't know what it was. We'd only spent about half an hour there, but there was clear knocking noises happening, and that was freaky.
Yeah, maybe the ghost had that Monday blues feeling.
Yeah. Then we went over to the that's our one of our princesses' special shoot-off.
I'm going to have to go up, so I'll say goodbye for now.
We went upstairs into one of the judges' rooms, and when we went to one of the judges' rooms, well, that was really, really intense. We could feel like somebody was there with us, joining us on the investigation. So it was pretty weird. So we've just lost Bex now because we are at home. We are doing a live podcast, and as things do happen, our youngest daughter has started to cry. So Bex has gone up to go and sort this out. So we spent 30 minutes in the catacombs. We spent quite a lot of time at St George's Hall, and then we left and head back towards our house. On the way back, we decided to stop again at a church on the way back, which is believed to be haunted. We didn't want to disrespect anybody, so we just went inside, had a look around, and wow, if it is haunted, it's haunted by something nice, because you can feel the love and the positive energy in there. But the place was beautiful. We need to find out the name of it, because we've been past it many times, and it was just gorgeous inside, the big stained glass windows. So it wasn't bad at all. But you know, we also drove past an old theatre, a shut down old theatre. And we'd love to have gone inside, but we couldn't. We could imagine it would have been a fantastic place to investigate. So one of those. I know a few people here have sent a few messages, so I'm going to say hello. Because I've got hi. So hi, Bear. Good day, folks. Mary Hepburn. Hello. Hi, Mary. Maxine. Hi, guys. Is it anywhere in the world you would love to investigate? I would like to go to Alcatraz. I can't wait to go. We will go at some point, but definitely Alcatraz has got to be on the list of places to go. We are tired after that weekend that we just had of late nights. We are super, super tired, Bear. And we took your medicine pouches with us as well. Yeah, the babies come first. But yeah, because Bear gave us these medicine pouches, so we took those with us. She sent them across. She flew them across from America over to us, and we took those to Mill Street Barracks on the weekend. And you know what? They were good. You felt different using them. The energy around you was different. It was super, super strange, and it was nice and a privilege to be able to use them. So it was interesting. Over the next few weeks, multiple different changes and stuff is happening on the series. We're editing some fantastic new shows, and the locations that we've been to today, hopefully we'll be able to go and visit those and film those for the series. But as Maxine was saying before, if anywhere you'd like to investigate, it has to be Alcatraz and a few places in America that would be very interesting to go to, that I would love to go to. Did you know what? There's also a lot of places in Florida. I'd like to go to Florida and investigate Florida. There's a lot of people messaging us on the website saying you need to come to Florida. I definitely want to go to Florida, and I would also like to pop to New York. There's a few different places up there that people have got in touch with. I can't remember their names. Oh, and that big asylum as well. The huge asylum that everybody seems to investigate, which has not come to the top of my head at the moment. I could see it in my mind, but it's gone. It's not there. But it's a huge asylum. Queen Mary as well. Absolutely. I'd like to go there. I'm trying to think of the name of that asylum. It always pops up on my phone. Let me know when you guys are ready to head to Florida, and we will set up you guys. Oh, do you know what, Bear? It will be soon, later this year or earlier this year. I know it's going to happen, so we will definitely be in touch. And that, unfortunately, is the end of our 15-minute show for this evening. And it's been a fab one, and I hate ending them so soon. We will be making them longer as we go along. But for now, thank you for listening. I really do appreciate it. And Bex does as well. We love to speak to everybody and communicate to you all. So it's great to be able to do that live. But until when maybe tomorrow or next time, thank you for listening, everybody. And have a really, really good night.